Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. Sorry I've been gone for 3 days. Everything's fine. We're just working like crazy, trying to accomplish something, trying to get things done, because I see the handwriting on the wall. Last week there were so many incidents of countries in the world not wanting to take our US dollar, and they're switching to other currencies to make their transactions with other countries, and I don't blame them. It is going to catch us. We have bullied the world with our reserve currencies, and it's getting to a point now where I am preparing for the day the U.S. Federal Reserve notes is not needed in the world. And as soon as it's not needed in the world, we will get hit with massive amounts of U.S. dollars coming back to the United States. We will be hit with massive inflation. Basically, it will be the end of the dollar. It will be the end of life as you know it. And I hate to tell you that, because a lot of people do not have the resources to prepare for it, do not have the time to prepare for it, and it's going to be very painful for a lot of people. But if you're prepping, at least you're better off than most people inside the United States, because your eyes are open and you're starting to prepare for uncertain times. So that's what I did last week. I didn't feel for 3 days I didn't have time to do video. Also, I think mentally it was nice just to take a break and not have to put something out. I could just concentrate on getting things done, getting yard work done, getting some things put in the ground, planted, working on some infrastructure projects. And that's what I was doing, because I don't have a crystal ball and I can't tell you when things are going to collapse. But I can assure you the path we're on is a path of destruction. It is a lot of things that have happened many decades are adding up. And I think the world says we don't need the US dollar anymore. Look at Russia. We cut them off of the US dollar, we sanctioned them, and they're doing fine. It's actually going to make them stronger, not relying on our dollar. They can rely on their natural resources. We need to be relying on our natural resources. We have none, in the sense that we haven't gotten it, the infrastructure to bring it out of the ground, to use it, to maximize it. We're not doing that. We don't have the infrastructure to manufacture anything. So when the dollar collapses, those cheap little gadgets that we all enjoy in life won't be manufactured inside the United States. They won't be imported into the United States, because no one will want our dollar. So things that you normally use every day, you need to put them back and stockpile them. Things that you can't make, things that are so helpful in life. That could be anything from a scrub brush, to wash something up. Just the little things that we take for granted. So that's what I've been doing. Also been talking to a lot of people. Have a million emails, and hopefully I'll get to them. I'm going to try to do a boots on the ground later today, because there's so much information coming out. But the bottom line is, you can have all this information, but you got to do something with it. So I hope you're applying it and prepping like crazy. I hope you're using your money wisely. A lot of people, I have never had this many people ask me. I mean, I always get this question: what should I do with my 401 or my investments? I am getting it beyond human belief. It's unbelievable. Everyone must be worried about the financial situation. And to start right off, I am not a financial advisor. You don't pay me to be a financial advisor, so I'm not giving you any financial advice. I tell you what I'm doing. If I tell you what I'm doing, where I'm putting my money, what I'm doing with it, my time and effort, and then you see if it works for you. If it don't work for you, find something that works for you. A lot of people are pulling money out of 401k. Now, yes, they're paying a penalty. And I recommend it if you have a place to put that money. Some people were able to pay off their houses. Some people had some other stuff they wanted to get debt-free, and they're getting debt-free. Now, it depends how old you are. Some people say, well, you're close to retiring, leave it in so you can draw it out. are you going to be able to draw it out in a year? And seeing I'm not a financial advisor, don't listen to me. Do what you feel you need to do for yourself, because there's no one answer. Do I take my 401 out? Do I leave my 401 in? But a lot of people are taking it out, and they're doing stuff with it. I actually recommended this week someone can't pay their house off with their 401k, but they're thinking about a tiny piece of property and just building a shack on it, literally just building whatever they can get, and at least having something debt-free so their family will have a place to go. So I hope you're thinking about this. This is not going to be a short-term emergency. If the US dollar collapses, it's a game over for us. Also, what are we going to do if we do collapse? Are they going to put us into war to try to stimulate the economy and to distract? I don't know. But I'm also doing some planning, some thinking, some hard decision. What happened if we go to war? And I'm not going to cover that here. But yeah, I'm inquiring some things that I think would be beneficial. Not in the sense of the United States is at war, but what happened if the United States is invaded by a foreign power? A lot of people say, oh, Dave, it'll never happen. You know what? I don't discount anything in this crazy world. I don't even think we could mount a defense. I don't think we're united enough. Maybe this would unite the American people for a common enemy. Or there's some people that might embrace a foreign power, especially if they're hungry for a while, and all of a sudden they get some food, get some stability, get some security. They might say, you know what, this is better than being hungry. I'll give up all my freedoms for some stability. So I hope you're prepping. I hope you're preparing. That is why I have not done videos for 3 days. I'm trying to position myself, my family, to be ready for this storm, because it's coming. Every day there's another country that makes another deal not to accept the dollar, but to go with a different currency to do their trading, exchanging for natural resources, and it's just going to get worse. So I don't know if it's going to be a slow trickle for the next 6 months to a year, or maybe we wake up and all of a sudden there's so many countries decided we're tired of the U.S. poking their nose in everyone's business and then telling the world that we're the good guy. Because we do poke our noses in everyone's business. We got our nose in Syria right now. Shouldn't be there. No reason to be there. And very soon, if you have to pay your taxes, you'll be writing a check to the IRS. The funny part is they take that money and waste it. They take that money and enslave us. So we actually are paying for the shackles that are around our ankles and around our wrist. So, yeah, I'm back to doing videos, but please start thinking about long-term survival for your family. I'm not trying to be doom and gloomer, but that's what's happening. If the dollar collapses, your life will cease to exist in the sense of normalcy. There will be no normalcy. You might not have a job. There definitely going to be massive amounts of chaos. Will infrastructure still be running properly after a time of not being able to get spare parts? The power grid might go down if after a while there's no money to maintain it. Sorry for the doom and gloom. It's springtime. It's a beautiful day out here. But you've got to start thinking long term. You got to take it from being a cool hobby. Oh, this is prepping. I love all these cool little things I buy and use. It's not any coolness anymore. This is serious. You know, look at your 401k. You got to make the decision to pull it out or to keep it in. Can you change some of your investments around to make them safer? You also have to be prepared if nothing happens. You can't. You got to be able to continue living. You might be close to retirement age. What do you do with your money? I'm putting it into physical items. So I like to tell you what I'm doing instead of just preaching to you and telling you this is what you need to do. I have no money in the stock markets, no money in bond markets. I do have money in cash, and I'm actively trying to find something to dump that into that's a tangible item other than gold and silver that would be useful in a complete collapse of society, in the sense of the dollar collapsing. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I spent the last few days trying to accomplish. So keep prepping. Thanks for watching.